Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to life inside billion US amphibious assault ships in the middle of the ocean. And this is basically just a smaller version of an aircraft carrier, right? But the thing is, I'm assuming you're going to be out on doing whatever, out on a mission or whatever you want to call it, for the same amount of time as an aircraft carrier. But it's like 1/3 of the size or half the size. So even though it's kind of similar, I feel like you've got different scenarios, and just the fact that you're stuck in the same thing but it's even smaller for so long, it'd probably be a worse. I don't know if people can pick or choose what they'd want to be on, an aircraft carrier or one of these. Is that a possibility? Can people say what they want to be on? I don't know, but we're going to see what this is like and what the job involves, because again, I know it looks kind of similar to an aircraft carrier, but there's obviously going to be different jobs that it does, but I don't know what they would be. So yeah, we're going to check this out. Hopefully you're going to enjoy. If you want to see some more of my reactions, links are in the description to my Patreon to see some more of those. But let's jump into this and see what life is like on one of these.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. Amphibious assault ships are an essential element of the country's ability to project power anywhere in the world. These powerful floating giants must be capable of sailing in harm's way and enable rapid combat power buildup ashore in the face of opposition. Life on an amphibious warship can be stringent and monotonous due to the limited environment it operates in. A normal working day for the crew can be 12 hours or more, depending on their roles.
12 hours? Flipping hell. Every day as well. Crazy.
The 24,000 square foot Wasp-class ship accommodates about 1,000 crew and 1,600 embarked troops.
Is that a hovercraft?
Along with the full range of Navy.
Wait, does it have hovercrafts coming in and out of it, or is this just a random image?
Along with the full range of Navy and Marine heavy equipment, state-of-the-art electronics, and defense weaponry.
What the fuck?
After the morning brief, training is performed throughout the day, with the crew attending meetings, lectures, spot checks, and performing other day-to-day duties. Despite the hard work,
Yeah, so it is. It comes in and out. They come in and out of the assault ship. So it's got boats that sort of are stationed in it, and then they can come out at whatever time they want.
Despite the hard work, sailors find time
It's a
to
big
stay
gym.
fit throughout the day, with gyms available around the ship.
Oh, look big anyway.
To grab their timely meals, they line up on the mess decks, anticipating delicious but healthy meals carefully prepared for them. The recreational facilities include a state-of-the-art multimedia resource center, arcade machines, and satellite television.
Damn. PlayStation? Library? I think.
To get a good night's sleep, sailors are provided with compact, semi-private spaces. The ship also has a grocery store on board.
See, I know they all seem to have like grocery stores and stuff, but it's so fascinating to me because it's like you've got your own system in your amphibious assault ship or whatever. You've got your own system of like functioning, just general things. That's such a loud bike. Jeez. Like you got your own shops, you got your own like stores or just whatever different things, and it's just like, I guess it's that sort of that 1% of the same normality of what you would have at home, because it's not going to make much difference, but just having the ability to buy certain things that you could get at home will most likely just help you get by, because you're going to be out for a long time.
To supply the crew with necessary essentials. To support operations ashore, these ships carry a wide range of weapons securely stored in the ship's armories. From assault and sniper rifles to grenade launchers, these spaces are packed with firearms of all types, kept under meticulous inventory control.
I didn't know it was open like that. What the hell?
Wasp-class ships transport and land ashore troops, vehicles, artillery, ammunition, and various supplies necessary to support the amphibious assault mission.
Is that a tank just in the middle of the ocean? I knew they could float just from videos that I've seen before, or some tanks can, but they're literally just going in the middle of the ocean and doing this. Just open water.
Amphibious assault vehicles, or AAVs, are used to transport Marines from ship to shore and can move inland up to 200 miles, supporting the infantry along the way with firepower and supply. Modern warships
And the head's just poking out. I would be tripping so much, man.
are designed with an enhanced well deck situated at the rear, periodically filled with water to allow for the launch and recovery of amphibious landing craft. Depending on the class, ships of the amphibious fleet can accommodate up to 52 vehicles on its well deck.
What? God damn. So it is actually a lot different then to aircraft carriers. It's more focused on this kind of stuff as opposed to like planes and stuff. Obviously you can have them too, but it's a lot more well-rounded.
AAVs are able to carry 21 combat-equipped Marines or 10,000 pounds of cargo at a maximum speed of 30 miles per hour on water. On land, this 8-wheel drive can run over rough terrain at up to 45 miles per hour. To ensure safety of ship-to-shore capabilities, as well as advance their ability to respond swiftly to global threats in austere maritime conditions, Marines conduct ship-to-shore training. While in the water,
What in these can make them float? They're just heavy bits of metal. What in this is helping it to float? I'm so confused.
drivers perform several maneuvers and other waterborne operations. The training ends with the AAV being driven into the flooded well deck of the amphibious assault ship.
I guess these things here maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Apart from the AAVs, the 13,000 square foot well deck of a Wasp-class ship, for instance, is capable of hosting 3 fully loaded LCAC hovercraft or 2 landing craft utility.
Damn.
Cargo and supplies from storage and staging areas are transported by monorail trains at speeds up to 600 feet per minute into the well deck opening to the sea through huge gates in the ship's stern.
There's a massive open thing from the top.
There, the cargo, troops, and vehicles are loaded aboard landing craft for transit to the beach.
Now here the planes are.
Another launch force of an amphibious assault ship is the huge flight deck able to store 30 or more aircraft and more than 200 sailors and Marines. With more than 2 acres in size, the flight deck is well adjusted for launch, landing, and stowing of the aircraft. From keeping the deck and crew safe from the searing jet exhaust, to whirling helicopter rotor blades, to ground support equipment for the aircraft's safety.
Jeez.
The flight operations are not an easy task. Flight deck crew are highly trained personnel performing specific, vital functions in the dynamic, coordinated flow of flight operations. Each person wears a color-coded jersey that denotes a particular responsibility and assigned area during aircraft launch and recovery operations.
I can't get over how well-rounded they are. There's so many things that it can do. Just so many different... It must be such a busy job. Is there people that can be trained for stuff on the top and also below deck too? So one day you're doing stuff like, I don't know, like these people here are doing in the red. And then another day you'll be down with the boats or whatever doing different things like that. Probably is, right? Some people.
Depending on the mission, an amphibious assault ship can carry a mix of helicopters and aircraft with short takeoff and vertical landing capabilities.
Crazy.
Such as the F-35B Joint Strike Fighter or the McDonnell Douglas AV-8B Harrier II. When not in action, these aircraft are stored in the hangar bay area chained to the flight elevator. In case of maintenance, the chains are removed and a tow vehicle is attached to the nose gear of the aircraft. The tow vehicle pulls the aircraft from the elevator into the hangar bay area. A maintenance crew person is in the cockpit of the aircraft during the entire operation. Once positioned inside the hangar bay, the aircraft is chained back down to the deck, at which point the tow vehicle is detached from the nose gear. Besides the STOVL aircraft, amphibious assault ships also operate a mix of helicopters, including MV-22 Osprey VTOL tilt rotors, CH-53EC Stallion, UH-1Y Huey, AH-1Z Super Cobra, and the MH-60S Seahawk.
How high do they come down from?
Some of these flying marvels are of great use when it comes to the missions and exercises of...
Bro, I would shit myself doing this. I know they're practiced for this, but just going down this rope from what is probably, what, 80 feet? Maybe I'm misjudging that a lot, but pretty
Marine
high
Corps.
up.
For instance, fast roping
Maybe not
is
80
one of the most
Definitely not 80 feet, maybe 40. But this one's even closer, I think.
common infiltration methods used by the Marines to insert troops at a given location from the air.
Imagine falling, man. And then doing this in a high pressure situation where you're actually in, like, you're going straight into battle. Man, that would be wild.
It uses a very quick, thick rope attached to a bar on the fuselage of an aircraft. A sandbag on the end of the rope helps hold it in place on the ground, keeping the rope from getting tangled. Then, special operators wearing thick, heat-resistant gloves mount the rope and slide to the ground.
Oh yeah, because you're going to be, like, yeah, I didn't even think about that. The rope would be brutal getting your hand, like, down that without gloves. Wait, he went down with a dog. That's amazing.
During
dog
fast
there.
rope insertions, special operators aren't hooked to the rope. Their grip with hands and feet is their only security. making this exercise a dangerous one.
Oh yeah, I would shit myself. I'll be honest. I would be shitting myself.
Modern U.S. Navy amphibious assault ships and its troops project immense power and maintain presence by serving as the cornerstone of the nation's defense capabilities. That's the end of this video.
There we go. I didn't realise just how much these actually done. I just assumed they were just smaller versions of aircraft carriers, and whilst they kind of are, they do a lot of other things that aircraft carriers don't do. This was probably the, in terms of the Navy, the thing that I knew least about in terms of like US Navy things, because I've definitely seen this before, but I couldn't really remember what it done, and like, obviously I didn't, because I couldn't remember half the stuff there. But it's fascinating, man. It's one of those jobs that just seems non-stop. I thought being on an aircraft carrier would be better. And it probably, I mean, is there any better? Maybe not. They're stressful. You're going to either enjoy it or not. I don't know if either one's better or worse or whatever, but there's a lot of aspects to this one. I feel like there's a lot more aspects to working on one of these as opposed to an aircraft carrier, but they both have their importance. And yeah, it's interesting. As a Navy veteran from many moons ago, I've always been impressed with our great amphib ships and crews. Yeah, it's just fascinating, man. The fact that I didn't know anything about any of this stuff a few months ago, and now I'm seeing all of these things, is interesting, because I didn't even assume this would be a thing. But you could do this stuff, and it's fascinating. But yeah, if you want more reactions like this, let me know in the comments. And yeah, until next time, subscribe. Peace.